Did you know that 30% of self-identified narcissists claim to have PhDs they never earned? A recent SIPO study revealed that grandiose narcissists routinely inflate their expertise, while covert types brag about their exceptional kindness. This pattern isn't just idle bragging, it's a calculated strategy to dominate conversations, win admiration, and keep others dependent on a false sense of superiority. By inflating their abilities, they create an aura of untouchable competence that draws people in. Stay with me, and you'll see exactly how these exaggerations work and how to protect yourself. The core mechanism is called grandiose narcissism, a subtype of narcissistic personality where individuals view themselves as superior and entitled. Grandiose narcissists use ability inflation, the habit of overstating one's skills to appear exceptional, to secure admiration and avoid feelings of inferiority. Research shows they harbor fragile self-esteem beneath the surface, so each exaggeration acts as a buffer against shame. This aligns with self-enhancement theory, which explains why people boost their self-image to feel better about themselves. In other words, the bragging is a defensive shield, not mere vanity. Neuroscience reveals that exaggerated self-presentation triggers the brain's reward circuitry, especially dopamine release in the nucleus accumbens, a region linked to pleasure and motivation. When a narcissist receives praise, their ventral striatum lights up, reinforcing the behavior. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for self-control and reality checking, shows reduced activity, making it harder to regulate false claims. This dopamine-driven loop creates a feedback cycle. The more they brag, the more their brain rewards them, deepening the habit and making it neurologically entrenched. You might notice them dropping impressive-sounding titles in casual conversation, like "I'm consulting for a Fortune 500 firm" when no record exists. They will often correct minor details about their achievements, insisting on their expertise even when evidence is lacking. Storytelling frequently ends with them as the hero, claiming they saved a project single-handedly despite team credit. Vague language such as "I'm a thought leader in my field" appears without concrete examples, leaving listeners to fill the gap with admiration. These patterns repeat across work, social media, and personal interactions. Intelligent individuals value competence, so they're primed to respond positively to confidence. A cognitive bias called the halo effect, the tendency to assume that someone who excels in one area is competent in others, makes us overlook inconsistencies. Moreover, our brains release oxytocin when we feel socially accepted, which dampens critical analysis. Victims often mistake the narcissist's polished presentation for genuine expertise, especially when the abuser mirrors their values and interests, creating a sense of familiarity that feels safe and validating. 1. Subtle name-dropping without verifiable credentials. 2. Consistent need to steer conversations toward personal achievements. 3. Quick correction of facts that only benefit their image. 4. Vague claims of influence, "I'm a thought leader," lacking concrete evidence. 5. Frequent boasting about secret projects that never materialize. 6. Defensive reactions when asked for proof, often deflecting with charm or sarcasm. 7. Sudden shifts to humility only after being challenged, which quickly revert to grandiosity. Spotting several of these cues signals ability inflation at work. At the deeper level, ability inflation serves the narcissist's need for control. By positioning themselves as the ultimate authority, they reduce the perceived threat of others' competence. This aligns with self-determination theory, which states people seek autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Narcissists twist it by faking competence to secure autonomy over social perception. Their underlying insecurity fuels a constant quest for validation, turning every exaggeration into a defensive shield against the shame of being ordinary. In short, the brag is a power move designed to keep others off balance. Researchers recommend the fact-check buffer method. When someone boasts, pause and request specific, verifiable details before accepting their claim. Keep a written record of any promises or achievements they cite. Inconsistencies will emerge over time. Practice cognitive distancing. Remind yourself that confidence does not equal competence. If the pattern persists, set firm boundaries by limiting the topics you discuss with them. Finally, strengthen your own self-esteem through evidence-based self-affirmation exercises, so you're less vulnerable to their dopamine-driven praise and can maintain clear judgment. Understanding ability inflation turns a hidden manipulation into a visible pattern you can outsmart. Recognize the signs, apply the fact-check buffer, and protect your mental space. Remember that you control the narrative, not the narcissist's inflated story. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs to see the truth. Follow for daily psychology insights that keep you safe and empowered.